This is the morning of the 29th of July, 2024. Well, we now know why Joe capitulated. Article on BPR, Business and Politics, written by Kevin Haggerty, Haggerty, published on the 28th of July. Obama threatened Biden with the 25th Amendment push, saying he had camel face on her niece Kamala Harris approval. Reports. Looks like she's not as loyal as she said she was. A new report addressed threats to the 25th Amendment and which former president may have been involved in wanting to have control over who would be elected with Kamala's approval. For nearly 6 days, during which he had suspended his re-election campaign, President Brain-Dead Hairplug Joe Biden was not seen by the American people. While the White House physician provided updates on treatment for COVID, a new report from investigation journalist Seymour Hersh gave credence to claims of a campaign coup as he detailed how former President Barack Obama was deeply involved in changing the tickets. They need to arrest Obama, try him for usurping the Oval Office. Like I said, we can't move this country forward unless we clean up our filthy past. While they're at it, they want to arrest George W. Bush as well, and Dick Cheney, re-9/11. Writing on his website, the Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist who covered the Vietnam War, Watergate, Abu Ghraib, and more explained, quote, I went over reports this week with a senior official in Washington who helped me fashion an account of a White House in complete disarray. Following Biden's abrupt departure from Nevada July 17, Hersh's report suggested that Vice President Camel-Face on her knees, Kamala Harris, was on board with leaning on Biden to step out of the race or be forced out of office. He further detailed that a senior Washington official had said a call from Obama to Biden during breakfast the day before he dropped out included the statement, quote, here's the deal. We have Kamala's approval to invoke the 25th Amendment, end of quote. I can see why he didn't want to end his career. Now there's a clip. You see this Muslim. Tell me that it looks like a Negro to you, huh? You know, these Muslims, they're sort of a pasty yellow color. They're not black. And this Muslim with the floppy ears, absolute piece of shit. You hear that, Barack? You're a piece of shit. You might want to tell us about what happened to your chef. You know, the guy that drowned in about 18 inches of water. The vice president, who has since become the presumptive nominee for the Democratic Party, wasn't the only high-ranking official implicated in the report. As the journalist also suggested, Senate Leader Chucky Schumer, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, there's another bag of shit for you, Hakeem Jeffries. You know, we've got so many of these desert rat Muslims in key positions, it's absolutely insane. And California Representative Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi is the same one that vetted Obama. It has been previously reported that Schumer and Pelosi had behaved akin to the good cop, bad cop routine, with the latter suggested to have made clear that they could do this, the easy way or the hard way. The same day, Obama was said to have called Biden with the ultimatum former President Donald Trump and his running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, had sat down with Fox News host Jesse Waters, where they agreed with the notion that the Democrats were working on a coup against the incumbent. Given the keynote address at the Bitcoin conference in 2024 in Nashville, Tennessee, Saturday, the GOP leader added more weight to the claim that Biden had been pressured to exit the campaign as he told audiences. He's losing the fight. He's down by 15, 16, 17 points. They say you're not going to win, Joe. You got to get out. He didn't want to get out. He said, I'm not getting out. They said you're getting out. He said, I'm not getting out. I got 14 million votes. I'm not getting out. They said, if you're not getting out, we're going to institute the 25th Amendment on your mental competence. Trump continued his account of events before completing the account with a laugh. Worthy delivery said, like I said before, I think I'm going to get out. Okay, and they got him out. But it's like things of this, you fight. You're in a campaign. You spend a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and you're losing. And then you say, let's take him out of the fight. We'll put a new fighter in there. The new fighter is her, the president said, referring to Harris. Probably my second choice. He will always be my first choice, but she'd be my second choice. Meanwhile, Hirsch has reported others believing that Harris' own days were numbered atop the ticket, including Country Highwayman editor-at-large Walter Kim, who reiterated his take that the vice president was a filler candidate and wrote, doubling down on this after Seymour Hersh reported that Harris' candidacy is probational. Didn't know that 3 days ago, but I had a hunch. I guess we'll see. What do you think? Noting that Obama had been slow to endorse Harris, Hirsch reported Obama had an agenda and wanted to seek it through to the end, and he wanted to have control over who would be elected. I think there's still a good shot that Big Mike's going to appear. We'll probably find out at the convention. And, I had said it was odd that he didn't endorse camel face on her knees Kamala Harris until recently, and that might just be a stopgap. You got to feel sorry for Joe. They used him and they threw him to the wolves. They meaning the Democrats. I'll attach the link. Look at it. Let me know what you think. Pass it along, and thanks for listening.